Hello, and welcome to the SAP Fieldglass demo for reviewing the steps on how to manage integration connectors for your company using your Configuration Manager account. Your Configuration Manager account allows you to independently manage the integration connectors for your company, eliminating the need to open support cases with SAP Fieldglass. When logging into your Configuration Manager account, you can access the connectors catalog in the top right corner of the page. By clicking on that button, you will be able to visualize the list of connectors available in SAP Fieldglass. You will see information such as the name and description of each connector, the category which indicates the module these connectors relate to in the system, the version of the connector, the activity which describes whether the connector is for uploads or downloads, and the status, which shows if the connector is enabled or disabled for your company. You can use each one of these columns or a combination of them to filter and locate the connector you wish to enable. Once you have located the connector, you can click on its name to open the connector page, where you will see the Enable button in the top right corner. Once you click on the Enable button, you will be guided by a wizard that will help you through the steps to set up this connector. When you are ready, you can click Start. The first field you will see is the connector name, which can be customized, followed by the custom description, which is optional but can be used to reference the usage of a connector. The next field is the version, which will always populate with the listed version of the connector but can be changed if needed. This field is followed by the Upload Record Limit field, which outlines the maximum number of records that will be processed by a connector depending on its version. The next field is the Integration System that will be utilized for data transfer. If you do not wish to specify or do not find the intended value on the list, you can choose any other matching value from the list. In this example, I will be choosing Maintenance. Once you have completed the required fields, you can click Next. In this step of the setup, you will be required to choose the properties of this integration connector, such as its encoding, upload data format, and much more. These fields are all optional and will be populated with default values, but you can update them if you have specific requirements for this connector. Once you are ready, you can click Next. In the Connector Headers tab, you can modify the default header properties of this connector. In this example, we can only choose the language and add comments to the connector header. However, there will be cases where you are allowed to modify properties such as the number and date format, whether the connector should completely fail if any record errors occur, or if the remaining records should be committed successfully. Once you are ready, you can click Next. In the Security tab of the setup, you can mark the information in the connector file as sensitive, define if a copy of the file should be archived by SAP Fieldglass, and if the connector can be used through the user interface of SAP Fieldglass. Once you're ready, you can click Next. The next session allows you to customize column names as needed or even apply an existing column transformation template by hitting the Apply Template button. Further details on how to perform column customizations are available in the Update Columns on a Connector video. Once you finish, you can click Next. In the last step, the wizard will ask you to choose the transfer method for the integration to set up connectivity. The transfer method defines the technical details for how an integration file is transferred between SAP Fieldglass and the third-party systems you manage. Once you finish, you can click Next. After completing these steps, the connector is fully enabled and can be used to perform your integrations. If you hit Connector Details, you will be redirected to the connector page where you can see all the information you entered during the setup and edit it in case of future changes. For more information, click on the View in-App Help button on the shell bar to access the available SAP Companion Help topics. You can select Connector Wizard for general information, or click Learn More to navigate to the SAP Help portal for additional documentation. As a reminder, it is best practice to complete testing prior to making any changes with Configuration Manager.